We have some wild Karen moments for you.
Just wait and wait and wait.
Where they make complete fools of themselves and wreck their careers. Without further ado, let's dive in.
Right now.
Yes, why are we talking to me?
Number 1, broken window. So Karen's boyfriend calls the police because she's being all violent. And when the cops ask her to step out of the car, she pulls out her phone and starts recording like she's the victim.
Stay away from me.
Here's the deal. You can either come out of the car or I'm going to break out the window.
She even tells them to keep her boyfriend away. Classic. Things get wild when she tries to make a run for it, nearly mowing down a female officer in the process.
48 headquarters. She's trying to take off. We got to pursue.
She smashes her car into 2 police cruisers, front and back. The officers had enough, so he smashed her window. Suddenly, our daring Karen turns into a timid little bunny. But even then, she has the nerve to tell the officer to get away from her. Number 2, fishing. 2 guys were peacefully fishing at a lake when they ended up in front of Karen's house.
No, just stay here. Seriously. She's gonna keep yelling at us.
She wasn't happy about it and decided to jump into the lake to confront them or maybe scare the fish away.
Just fishing. We're just fishing. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just fishing. We haven't hit anything.
The guys weren't going to let Karen ruin their chill day and just moved away.
Can't be. Ma'am, we're fishing.
The way she got herself drenched for nothing with no hesitation shows it's not her first rodeo.
More fish.
Yep, no more fish. It's a little unacceptable, but we'll leave.
How pathetic one has to be to get to this point.
Just trying to fish. That's all we're doing.
Bye.
Number 4, aisle issues. This Karen got booted off the plane for throwing a fit over her middle aisle seat when she wanted a window. Her behavior with the cops just screamed entitlement. When they asked her to sit down, she decided she needed to know exactly what they were discussing because, well, it's her privilege, right? She went ballistic when she realized the airline refunded her ticket.
And the girls let me sit where I wanted to sit, and then they took me off the plane. But I walked off.
Instead of checking into a nice hotel, she ended up with a ticket to a night behind bars. Number 5, unprovoked. 2 women took an Uber ride late at night, and for the most part, it was a typical quiet trip. But things took a wild turn when out of nowhere, one of the women lunged forward and maced the brown Uber driver right in the eyes. The poor guy, desperate and in pain, got out of the moving car but fought his way back in to put it in the park. Even the friend was holding Karen back, completely shocked by her actions. Well, Karen was arrested the same day on charges of assault and now claims the attack wasn't racially motivated. Good luck explaining that to the judge. Number 6, hair salon. Meet Robin.
She's gonna do it exactly like I do it. Robin, you need to be more trusting. No. But it's me, I would never do anything to make you uncomfortable.
Our next Karen. She's at the salon and loses it when her hairstylist says a Hispanic assistant will finish the job.
You wanna leave?
I will if you don't do my hair.
You have half your color on and you wanna talk to me like that?
Yeah.
Robin!
Sure.
The stylist reassures her, but Karen threatens to leave. The stylist, with half of Karen's hair colored, points out the obvious and tells her to chill.
Right, and just relax. Take a breath.
I will.
Take a breath. Robin, you can't talk to people like that and think that people are just gonna do whatever you say.
I came to get my hair.
I know, and I am running a full-blown business.
The stylist tries to stay professional and calm, but Karen loses it and swings at her. Spoiler alert, she's not getting her hair done at this salon today.
The scene in my business, you just almost went to hit me, and you know what?
Oh,
it's on camera. Robin, you didn't? Oh, get out.
Reality hits hard, and Karen, who was about to leave, is now begging to stay.
You want to Look how you just spoke to me, and she just saw that. Robin, I'm just having.
I apologize. I'm having a lot of.
It's always fun when Karen gets a quick reality check. Number 7. Entitled driver. Police had a road shut off because of a traffic accident, but one woman decided to cut the lane.
Blue truck? Do you not see that blue truck? Put your car in park and give me your driver's license.
When the officer asked for her driver's license, the entitled Karen decided to just leave. A cop rushed to his car, chased Karen, pulled her over, and she reasoned that she needed to pick up her daughter. Remind me, which law says that having a daughter makes you more important than everyone else?
My daughter was right here waiting for me.
Sit down. Give me your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance.
Well, it doesn't. And this entitled Karen had to learn that with handcuffs slapped on her. Number 8, false complaint.
Yeah. I guess she called the cops upstairs.
Yeah, okay. I'm just waiting for her to come out.
Okay. Well,
Karen called the cops, saying a naked black man was trying to break into her house. When officers arrived, they quickly realized there was no naked man.
Okay.
so I went up there and
You gotta yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you. Hey, please.
After hearing the neighbor's side of the story with Karen interrupting again and again, it was clear who the real problem was.
Opens. She's sitting there cussing us out. I never stepped foot in the house or none of that.
Okay.
I stood out on the little steps thing.
Where's your witness? Can you have her come out and
Officers tried to talk to her, but after calling the cops herself, she refused to come out.
All right. And then you can talk to the person that owns the building and stuff.
Right.
And you could ask them.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we're here.
This is the.
You got like 2 seconds with me.
When the cops entered her place, she started going crazy.
Come here. Put your hands behind your back. Come here.
Amidst all this, somehow the dude in there managed to stay so still the cops didn't even notice him. That's how you react when your Karen partner's actions catch up to them. Number 9. Shoplifter. Usually, crooks caught stealing make a run for it, but for Karens, shoplifting is a right. This guy wasn't about to let Karen walk off with store goods on his watch. She lectured him, claiming he'd go to jail for assaulting her, and even tried to kick him to get her way. Big mistake. He showed her what happens when you try to get physical. She tried everything to break free, but he only let her go when the cops showed up to take her where she belonged. Number 10. No mask. Here's another Karen refusing to wear a mask during the peak of the COVID pandemic on a flight. When officers asked her to get off the plane, she went through every human emotion in the book in a matter of seconds.
Yep, you're gonna have to get off the aircraft,
Yeah,
okay?
and you're out there,
Yep.
and I compliment you in that way. Just wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, that's the way it is. I'm gonna need you to grab your bag and just
And I
step
did
off
not
the
do
aircraft.
anything, actually. Just
She started respectfully, then cried, then shouted and argued.
Stand up, man.
Yeah, everybody is
You're
doing
gonna get
this.
arrested.
All they wanted was for her to leave, but Karen made such a big scene that she earned herself a pair of handcuffs. Number 11. Uber attack. Karens and rules don't mix well, especially when they have to follow them. An Asian Uber driver decided not to continue the ride because Karen refused to wear a mask. She went wild, coughing on him and grabbing his phone, even yanking off his mask. The driver kicked her out, and she got fired from her job, faced assault charges, and a year later got caught stealing her ex-neighbor's identity. Thanks to this incident, her name was easy to find, and now she's facing even more serious charges. Number 12. Flee the scene.
Wow. Well, the hot girls don't even... don't put your backpack on, man.
After crashing a Dodge Charger into a tree in the front of a store, just missing a homeless lady, the woman, dressed in a ball gown and 6-inch high heels, decided it was time to hightail it out of there. Seriously, after doing this much damage, you're not even going to wait for the cops to show up? She got herself an Uber and disappeared from the scene, thinking if she walked away, things would cool down.
Wow. She's like, what's in my truck? The girl ever to crash her car and get an Uber and say, F this car.
Well, wherever she was in a hurry to go, she didn't make it because the cops caught up with the Uber and got her in handcuffs. And guess what? Her Uber driver is also being charged as an accessory to hit and run. That's what you get for helping a Karen run from her actions. Number 13. Fraud attempt. Now we have Karen who thought she had a foolproof plan to scam her insurance company. She patiently waited by the roadside and jumped right in front of an approaching car. The driver was quick to slow down, so Karen decided to jump toward the car herself. Ouch! Her trusty dramatic accomplice joined the action, but the car driver wasn't waiting for their insanity. He pulled back and drove out of there. Number 14. Ken versus Karen. What do Karens deserve? To go up against another Karen, or in this case, a Ken. This Karen, with arms spread wide, was blocking cyclists on the pavement and ended up punching one woman.
You stuck your arm out. I have it on camera.
Her Ken boyfriend decided to confront the cyclist, and the way he picked on her, you could tell he wouldn't have done it if it were a guy.
Assault people? You're gonna punch my girlfriend? I'm not on camera. You know what? I'm calling the cops.
But Karen, now scared, totally had it coming. Number 15. Elderly Karen. This kid was just doing what kids do best, having fun. But Karens always have a problem with that. She grabs his bicycle, shoves it off the sidewalk, and even hits the kid from behind. What's ironic is that this lady is standing outside the kid's home, telling him to get out of there. She claims to his mom that the kid tried to run her down and, in front of her, tried to hit him again. Well, the mom called the police, and now elderly Karen faces battery charges on a minor. Number 19. Tip thief. Imagine ruining your whole career before it even began over $5. Well, Karen did just that. Sitting in the back of an Uber, she eyed the money in the tip jar. When the ride ended, she stole the cash, looking straight into the camera, knowing it was recording her. She thought nobody would see it, but joke's on her. The video made the rounds on the internet, sending some well-deserved hate her way. Now she's apologizing. But would she have apologized if she hadn't been caught? Number 20. Calling 911. A woman called the cops on her boyfriend, and when they showed up, she started yelling at them to get out.
Police department! Police department, open the door!
Because she needed to go to work. She even tried denying she ever called the cops.
What's going on? I have to go to work.
Yeah, can you just come here?
No, I have to go to work.
Okay.
I'm not willing to be late for work.
Okay, what's going on?
I have to. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. I have to go to work. I don't even know why you guys are here. Get away from me, please.
But the quick-thinking officer gave her a call to catch her in her lie.
Not here.
Okay, he's coming.
Okay, I have to go to work. I don't have time for this, sir. I have to go to work.
So you called her.
No, I didn't. I don't know who called you. I did call you.
What's your phone? Start with that.
603-85. I'm from New Hampshire. Well, I'm from Massachusetts originally.
Okay, so who's in the apartment?
She kept yelling, which made her boyfriend come out all aggressive, and he got tased. She ended up in the back of the cop car. Somebody please tell Karen that yelling won't make the cops release them. Number 21. Trespassing. Karens are crazy, but when they're intoxicated, it's a whole new level. This lady was being disruptive at a hotel, and when the police showed up, she wasn't exactly apologetic.
She fell over there, but she just fell over here. I grabbed her.
When they informed her that the hotel didn't want her there anymore, she kept demanding a reason. Her boyfriend didn't argue and asked her to do the same while he went and got the car, but Karen was calm.
Right now.
Yes, why are we talking to
Juliet,
me?
come outside with us. I need you to
Okay,
come outside with us.
why are we talking to me?
Come outside with us, okay?
Why are we talking to me? What have I done?
Nah. When the police asked her to go across the street, she refused.
Okay. Listen to me. Stop screaming.
If not, you're gonna go to jail. Okay?
Okay.
You are trespassing from this hotel. Listen. No,
I'm
listen.
staying here.
No, you're not allowed to stay here. If you come back,
Why?
listen.
And when they grabbed her, she laid down on the floor like a stubborn toddler.
Push me. Come on. Oh, push me.
They managed to get her up, but she became even more violent and ended up on the ground again. Well, good job, Mom. Now you have a felony on your record. Number 22, authority show-off. A police officer stopped a golf cart outside a residential area with no license plate. The officer would have let them go with a warning, but the woman in the cart couldn't resist her inner Karen, showing off her authority.
I'm Deputy Jacoby, the Sheriff's Office. Stopped you because you driving tag or unregistered vehicle with no tag on it on the roadway.
Yeah, we went.
She flashed her badge, saying she was the chief of police and hoped he'd let them go.
So
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
okay, so all right, folks. Well, have a good night. Staying over here in East Lake Woodlands.
We live in East Lake Woodlands. Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, it's nice to meet you. So I'm Deputy Jacoby.
Okay. Same here, my friend.
Well, this moment of show-off took a toll on her career as she was pressured to resign after the backlash.
Normally come out,
We
but
never
the club
come
was
out.
closed,
We
so we saw
never,
we went
never.
to the Greek place to get some food.
Number 23, Doorbell Destroyer. This Karen doesn't have personal beef with the doorbell camera. She is trying to disable it to avoid getting caught for vandalism because the homeowner had called Child Protection Services on her. She was too late to realize the doorbell camera of another house had been recording her the entire time. She even tried to destroy that one while giving a clear view of her face. Good work on making matters worse for yourself with additional new charges. Number 24, not involved. A juvenile had an accident on the highway, and when the police showed up, a woman was acting like law enforcement herself, who turned out not to be involved in the accident.
The road. All right, can we get that into the parking lot? We'll take care of him, man.
I'm just trying to tell his father. So
Well, we're in the middle of the highway, right? So
Police asked her to move her car off the road and stay put. But Karen's behavior wouldn't let her do that, right?
all I'm saying is I can leave. I just want to tell his father.
You don't have to leave, just move your car.
She ended up getting herself arrested in a case she had nothing to do with.
A second, if you don't get in your car.
Oh,
Do you
you're
understand me?
kidding.
I'm not kidding you.
You are kidding.
You are impeding an investigation right now, and you're really bothering me.
Which I
Go
told
sit in
his
your
father.
car.
This Karen learned the hard way that you should mind your own business. Even if she got involved out of compassion, when the police are on the scene, let them do their thing. Number 28, Disagreement. A Mexican parent was giving a speech during a school meeting about racism, sharing a story about how it affected his son. Then, a man in the crowd said, "Why didn't you stay in Mexico then?"
then why did you stay in Mexico?
Well, soon, this racist male Ken realized no parents were siding with him. The Mexican parent just laughed, realizing this guy had proved his point. Everyone in the room was ready to give him a piece of their mind, and even his son took to social media to disassociate from his dad's racial beliefs. Number 29, failed attempt. During an NBA game, a protester leaped from her seat to rush the court, but a security guard had eyes on her the entire game, sensing she was up to something. Like a superhero, he swooped in and took her down. Her friend, who played the "I paid for my seat" card while recording, was also escorted out. Number 30, Mexican Karen. 4 Indian women were leaving after dining out, just minding their own business. But being Indian in America was enough to trigger a Karen who, ironically, is half Mexican herself. She kept yelling at them to go back to their country and even hit them multiple times. Well, she was arrested, and the court sentenced her to 40 days for 4 hate crimes, each with an additional $2,000 fine. Kudos to the victims for being so resilient in the face of this racist Karen. Number 31, busted. 2 Karens were busy taking a canopy and some other stuff lying on the beach, claiming it was theirs.
Is that yours? Oh, you need some help?
But when the man recording them reveals he is the owner, they go from acting surprised to being angry that their heist was foiled.
It is. This is all ours. All of it. The chairs, the bag, this is all our stuff. My kids, yep, that's my kids. I'm sorry. Yeah.
One Karen goes full attack mode, saying the man was harassing them. Someone needs to keep a check on their grandma.
No, step away from shit. How about that?
You know what? I will, and then I'm going to take that camera and put it in the grass. Are you going to like that?
Number 33. Old house.
Hello. Hi. I used to live here.
This Karen thinks she can just show up at the house she lived in 15 years ago and demand a look around to renew her memories.
I used to live here like 15 years ago, and I lived here for like 16 years.
To her surprise, the current owner wasn't about to let a random stranger waltz into their home. Number 34. Racist veteran. Now we've got a male Karen who wasn't thrilled when his Uber driver asked him to cover his face if he didn't have a mask.
Left there.
Huh?
You want to get me home, you went left there. I don't know where you're going.
Oh, it's taking me to the freeway. You want to take that way, or you can...
Well, if you want to drive around with me all night long.
He started mouthing off, using not so nice terms to describe Mexicans.
The contract does not end.
Yes.
I told you I didn't like your standards. I'm entitled to free speech.
Yes,
you cannot cancel the contract for that.
Yes, I do.
Who refused to wear masks a while ago. His entitled behavior continued, telling the driver he didn't like him and that he had to drive him because he booked the ride.
You didn't finish the trip.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
How can you say you finished the trip and I live 4 miles that way?
Because we're right here. I already ended up the trip.
Well, the guy wasn't going anywhere with this man in his car. And by the way, sir, being a war veteran doesn't give you the right to be ignorant.
And how would that be considered to be fair? How is that considered to be fair? Murder.
Number 37. Just a push. This very obese Karen wasn't happy about a man filming her and started charging toward him, threatening to break his camera. But then a cheeky teenager gave her a push, which landed her on the ground. Well, she would be having a hard time getting back on her feet.
Stay away from me.
Well, we should all thank cameras and the internet for bringing these Karens to light. Thanks to their antics going viral, many of them got the well-deserved repercussions. So, have you had any encounters with Karen? Let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to get notified each time we post a video just for you. Thank you for watching.